Okay, so we are here with Chris and trainer Victor Bueno from Buenos Workout. Hi Chris, how you been?
Fantastic.
Okay, so we are here because many people do not believe that you are real. They don't think that you are doing the work. So what you want to tell them?
I'm doing the work.
I am real. And
doing the
for
work.
that
For
reason,
sure.
we are here today because we want to show you guys that even though it seems very hard to believe, when we are talking about workouts and we're talking about meal plans, we think it's impossible. It's so hard to do. And I want you guys to check real quick at the meal plan that our friend Chris has here. And it has about what, like 4 pages,
Yeah, it's 4 weeks.
because it's for a month. So he has all the indications for a month, also some supplementation information. Now I want you guys to look at this. Chris has created a way to do this. He divides the times, he divides the amount of protein, carbs that he's gonna need. And he doesn't take the scale, he just divides it in cups. It makes it so much easier for him. And so you guys see that we are not talking lies here. Look how awesome. Chris has distributed his whole fridge and his system on
Salmon.
meals.
That's salmon here. Got Ezekiel bread, real sprouted bread, spinach, green beans for when I get to those, and then
And everything is organic. Look at this. He has everything separated so he can just grab the amounts that he needs for his meals.
Vitamin C right there.
Vitamin C, we have the protein, the fruits. Oh my God, look at this.
that's ground turkey. This is a couple salmon steaks. This is some potatoes soaking, and this is pineapples. Got that for if I want to make a burger.
And generally when you want to make one of your meals, how long would it take you now that you know the amount and how you need to do them?
For the most part, a few minutes. Nothing's ever that long. I always prep. I have meal preps also. That I get 8 meal preps from my meal prep lady that I'll pick up later today, and then like I'll cook off an entire 3-pound thing of this and season it how I want to, and then just put it in one of these containers, just like this rice. Like, so I already have it here, and then the cup that I'm gonna measure it with is already in there too. So I'll just measure it out, which I get 0.6 cups of rice or 0.55 cups of rice, and that's a half a cup. So just a small heaping cup of that is basically it. So I don't have to weigh it, and I just get to it. And then the thing that takes the longest is really just rendering down, say like peppers or some spinach or something. So 10
Gotcha.
minutes, something like that.
And are you feeling hungry all the time, or do you feel satisfied with the amount of food
No,
that
look.
you're having?
So let's look back over at this list, because I don't think people probably really understand what 300 grams of protein is, but in ground turkey, so ground turkey, 300 grams, that's 1.3 cups. That's a lot of ground turkey in one meal. And then like maybe this meal skips the carb, but then this one has 200 grams. So 200 grams of sweet potatoes, what is it, 200 grams of sweet potatoes, 0.75 cups of that. And then say I put a green veggie with it, and I still got, that's only one meal. I still got 5 more meals to do. The morning meal is 6 eggs and 7 scoops of my overnight oats. So even that meal, that'll carry you, it could carry you past the point when the next meal hits, but you gotta keep going so your metabolism keeps cranking. So no, I'm not hungry.
And I know that you're also doing your protein, right?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you have chosen to do vegan
Yeah.
one, right?
Yeah, I like the plant-based protein, and I'm actually almost out of this one, but I got 2 more containers because there's a sale going on right now, and I use the Buenos 45 code, and so this one, and it tastes really good. I'm waiting for them to get the, I think it's like cinnamon cookies, in because I heard that one tastes like Snickerdoodle. So
Nice.
Get that
Okay, so you're playing with your snacks right there.
yeah, and instead of the meal plan calls for ground flaxseed at 1.6 grams, so I broke that down to what it would be for just oil, because the oil at the same count is 7 grams. So I broke that down. So the serving of flax oil is 1/4 of a tablespoon.
So now you did your whole math.
Yeah,
Nice.
That's awesome.
because if I do it one time, I don't have to calculate it again. I just look and I'll be like, okay.
And now you know what you need to do.
Yeah.
That's awesome, Chris. We're so proud of you. And I know that you are not just doing your meal plan and your workouts with him just at the gym. I know that you are doing also here.
yeah.
So let's show people how hard you are working.
This is a private gym.
Yeah, so this is my
Look,
gym.
look from here.
Oh,
equipment.
okay.
This is equipment. Nice.
Yeah, so in my gym, I don't really have a lot of free weights. I don't really like to keep a lot of free weights. Plus, they're expensive to keep if you're just by yourself. So I have a couple small
Okay.
plates, just a couple tins, and then I have the Xeno Gym, and these bands hook into it, so you can do footwork on it, and it holds. I think the Xeno Gym could hold like 1,000 pounds or something like that. I'm like 457 right now because I'm down 7 pounds.
Awesome.
So,
And how long did it take you?
down 7 pounds was a week.
Just a week.
Yeah, that was down 7 pounds. So we amped up the
Nice.
cardio.
Proud.
We amped up the cardio and Victor amped up some of these workouts. I'm pushing heavier weight now, and I rolled back I realized I was eating 3 meals with carbs instead of 2, so I cut that down. And then I'm cooking with less olive oil. I was cooking with too much
Awesome.
olive oil, so I'm cooking with the zero sprays. And I got a mister for the olive oil so that it sprays out less. And I'm cooking with coconut oil instead of the olive oil because it's got better properties. It's supposed to have better properties for your body. So
Wow. So you keep improving every time you just find out something new. You just add it to your plan, and it seems like it's working really, really great.
oh yeah, it's going swimmingly. So
That's so awesome,
Yeah.
Chris. We're so proud of you. And you're constructing more stuff here for.
this is for my studio. This is
Okay, I'm
yeah,
like,
right
what are you
above-
trying to build here?
no, right above us. I have a music studio and a production studio. So this is for that.
That's so cool. And talk to me
Oh,
about
no,
this.
that's-
This is not.
no.
That is not
No,
part
no.
of your.
No, this is business brainstorming.
Gotcha. No problem. Now, Chris, but tell me a little bit more about how you're feeling now, because I know this is not just a physical process. I know that it's also something that it takes a lot of you mentally and emotionally to get where you're right now.
Yeah, so I had to have so first of all, I had to have a change in my mind about how all of these things work because originally when I first met Victor, a bit before that, I was counting just my calories and I would eat anything as long as it fell into the calories. When you do that, you eat a lot of BS stuff and then you don't get full off it. So that's why you keep being full. Like if you go to Del Taco, four Beyond Avocado tacos and 2 Macho fries is like 1,900 or 21 calories, 2,100 calories all by itself. You don't get really that full off of it, and it makes you want to eat other things because like all that salt promotes you to eat sugary stuff and all that kind of stuff and the crappy oils, and it's not really putting any nutrients in your body. So I would want that stuff at first, and then whenever I started working with Victor, he told me how to structure out my meals, so I did that. And then as we kept structuring, he was like, all right, if you want something, that when he did the meal plan, he was like, look, if you want something, don't worry about the meal plan, get it, but you have to make it at home. So I did that. The first time I wanted something, I made tacos, and I did it with the 93.7 ground turkey, low sodium taco seasoning, and then everything else is pretty much vegetables for the most part. And then it was delicious, and I still tracked down in my weight. I either kept where I was or I kept tracking down. So I can't even remember the last time I was at a drive-thru now.
So
And-
you ate better because you felt more satisfied. It tasted better,
Yeah.
and you
super.
were still in track with your meal plan.
Yeah, and I could eat more of it because it was healthy. I knew everything that was in it. There was
So
no
it's
crap
not
in it.
like you are being suppressed from not eating the things that you like.
No. Like I actually have right now.
Spaghetti, sugar, candy.
Yeah, I'll show you those too. So this is potatoes, but
Nice.
this would be French fries. But I'll cook them in the air fryer, and so it really won't be much of anything in it. And I'll make it at home, so it's just real potatoes
Real potato.
cooked into the
No
The fry.
oils, no refried stuff, nothing like that.
Refried.
No, it'll be a little bit of olive oil on it so that
Perfect.
the seasoning sticks, and that's it.
That's
And-
awesome.
And then, like when I make burgers, I'll use the Ezekiel bread, and like this bread, it's like real sprouted bread, and I think this stuff has, what is it? Where's the protein? Yeah, 5 grams of protein in it, and so 15 grams of carbs, 5 grams of protein. So it's still super healthy, and I can keep track on what I need to do. And I have, let me see, I have some protein bars and this plant-based candy too. So this candy here has, for this whole bag, 3 grams of sugar,
Wow.
and then the net carbs is 18 grams, and then the ingredients
For the whole bag.
yeah, for the whole bag.
Gotcha.
And it's pretty, it's a nice, it's, when you have a craving for
It
some candy or
satisfies
something,
the
it's
craving?
really satisfying. Like actually I had popped open a bag the other day, and when I had it, I only ate half of it and I just put the rest of it away because I was like, oh, I'm good. And so, you know, this really helps me out. So this, I can even with doing my meal plan, this is not a part of the meal plan, but I can have a few of these, not like a few bags, but a few of these or one whole bag, and it doesn't throw me off. I'm still tracking.
And it's just because you are not being forced to stay away from it that you
Yeah.
can kind of decide, okay, I'll just have it for a second, I'll be okay, and then I'll just keep going.
Yeah.
Which
like-
is what happens generally with most of the meal plan, is that you are forced so hard not to eat something that you're so used to eating all the time that then you regain all the weight because you couldn't
Yeah.
stay away from those cravings.
And that was my thing. Like I used to, so I would, in all the other times that I've tried to track on some kind of diet or something like that, like I know that it has to be something that you could do consistently. It's not something that I can just be like, all right, I'm gonna switch to keto or something and hopefully uphold this. I know I'm not gonna uphold that. And I'm the type of person that I know myself extremely well, so I will get off of it and then I will jump all the way off the roof and go and eat like a whole pizza and,
Intermittent
you know,
fasting.
so, oh, go ahead. What'd you say, Victor?
Let's call it intermittent fasting diet. Then you can eat for a couple hours.
Oh, yeah. Like 16 or better?
No. You can imagine doing a hard workout and no food, and then when you get the food, you eat whatever you want.
Mm-hmm.
No.
And you gotta like shove all the calories and protein, all of that in the window. Like for me, it's better this way. Like maybe that works for somebody, it doesn't work for me. So this is way more sustainable. I know that I can keep doing this for the rest of my life because that's what for me it's about. What can I uphold so that I can maintain all of the gains, the muscle gains and the fat losses, but then also level up on top of that and just keep going so that I can be as strong and healthy as possible. And then I just make, like, the great thing is I can make small changes as I keep going along. Like now I'm cooking beets. Like I cooked beets this weekend. I was eating beets. I only had 2 of them, and now I went and bought 6 of them because they are super good. I just did them with like, I roasted them and I did a little bit of sea salt, a little bit of garlic powder, and a little bit of pepper, and I had cut them down and like just put them off on the sheet and did them. They were super good. So like, man, I'm gonna get
So
some
it
of
took
this.
a change of mind for you to actually have a change of lifestyle, because this
Yeah.
is now your way of living.
Yeah,
This is
yeah.
now how you are going off on everything, that you are trying to become a better person.
Yeah, completely.
and trying to take everything in, not just the workouts, not just the meal plans. It's just how you want to keep on going with everything, because I'm guessing that this took a lot of hard work, not just physically. I know it takes a lot of time for us mentally to kind of put us there and be okay, this is something that I'm not just doing it for me, it's for everything that I am, is to have a better future, to have a longer life, a healthier life, because it's not just about living right, it's about living well.
Yeah, I had the commitment shift happened right in like at October. I was already ready at that point because I was working out by myself since June up until October when I met Victor, and we started working out like in his gym at right after the opening on like October 25th or something like that.
Okay.
So the commitment for that happened then, but the food commitment shift and the mind shift with that happened around November, because at that point I remember I went to my mom's house and 2.5 hours away from here. And, you know, she had some food and whatnot. And I was like, I didn't eat crazy portions, but the quality of the food was crappy and it made me feel crappy. And when I came back home, I was up a few pounds and I was pissed because I was like, like I've been working out. And when I got there, my foot was like, I don't know, my tendon was sore. So, you know, I had the little ailment, and then I ate the food and then I got a few pounds like, I'm not going to do this again. So then it shifted after that point, and once that happened, I was like, all right, I'm done with that, because it's just I'm doing too much to get to where I want to go. And then also with the knowledge of this, you start to retain it after you do it so much, and now you're analyzing everything that you're looking at, and it's really hard for you to eat BS foods because you know everything that's in it and everything that's not in it, and what's going to happen to you if you eat it. And also, like at most fast food restaurants, there's like 5 or so chemicals that aren't even legal in other countries to put in food. And a lot of that food you could put in a time capsule and it'll look the same whenever you open the time capsule. The blueberries I have aren't going to last past a few days.
Because they're organic.
They're real. And so that part of it changes everything for
and
me.
your body feels different, right? Because you are consuming everything organic. So now, you were saying, if you eat something that you know is not fresh or is not organic or is not good for your body's gonna tell you. And you start feeling bad, right, when you eat it.
You get bloated, your skin gets greasier, and you feel it on your skin more. You can break out, and it seems like it takes longer to get off of you. It throws you out of the rhythm that you're already in with eating properly and training. And when you go to the next training, you're sluggish. You kind of feel like you have to work through it to get back to zero. And so I don't like to do that anymore. I'm cool off of that.
That's so great to hear. And I know that our trainer has something for you.
But I got a question. How you feel from where I meet you at the park and right now, how you do the workout with lifting a lot of weights? For example, doing new movements, new exercise than when we start, we call do it. So how you feel about to do more weight every time, more movements, new stuff?
Okay, so
you don't get tired. You can say like sometimes we do almost 2 hours. We have a problem. I know you feel tired, but you're like, okay, you know.
Yeah, so there was this. I was like, so I'm gonna answer all of those questions. There was this one workout recently though. I thought we still had maybe another 20 minutes, because Victor will do this thing where he'll switch up on me and he'll be like, I got a surprise. I'm like, oh, come on, Victor, I don't know what your surprise is gonna be. Sometimes it's like a piece of new equipment. Sometimes it's an extra 3 sets. So I don't know what to expect. But this workout, I thought we had another 20 minutes, and Victor was like, no, we're done. That's 40 minutes. I was like, whoa. And so I was like, all right, cool. And I didn't even feel like it was 40 minutes that time. There's other workouts, I feel like I get to the end of them and I get tired, but I feel that I'm able to push through them better now, and I feel stronger too, because I can see it. I'm actually lifting heavier weights than I could before, and I'm controlling them through the movements, and so it's pretty interesting to see that happening with myself. I didn't really, when we first started, everything was a super big struggle, especially like getting up and down and doing the battle ropes, and then getting up and down off of the floor. Like getting up and down off of the floor was really hard, but like now it's only hard if I'm on the floor and I do a whole bunch of ab work for real. Like if I do a whole bunch of ab work, then my abs start locking up, you try to get up. That's one of the things, but like getting on my knees and then getting up off the ground is way easier now, and I feel stronger. Than the last workout that we did, I had to do a lot of, I had to work on the step. He got the stair stepper in there, so I had to work on the stair stepper and do the kettlebell swings at the same time. And my left leg is weaker than my right leg in the in stepping up onto something like in that fashion. But during that exercise, I felt like I was getting more balance and stability on my left side that round. So
Shoulders.
oh yes, I have a issue in my left shoulder. My left shoulder is weak. Like there's some kind of issue that I have in it. My right shoulder doesn't have it. So the bands I have in there, I have one in the doorway in my bathroom where each time I just pass through it, I do 20 this way and then 20 that way to repair that. In the last workout we were doing, it was a shoulder workout mainly, and I didn't have any shoulder pain that one. And in between sets, I'll stop and I'll have one of Victor's bands and put it on there, and we'll do 20-20, and then I'll get back. And so that's the shoulder rehab in between while we're doing the sets and whatnot. And so it's been slowly rebuilding my shoulder to where I'm having less and less pain, and then the structure around it is building up to where the whole thing is able to balance and handle the weight much better. So this last round when I had to do the pulls like this, my shoulder didn't fatigue, and I was able to work all the way through all the sets that we had to do.
So you're creating more resistance. It's like a physical therapy in some of the parts of your body.
Yeah, definitely.
When you do a squat, when you start, you can just do to here, right? Just midway. But now you can be here almost. Remember, and with weight.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
We use the backpack.
Oh yeah, the backpack definitely helps. Like, it helps to keep me straight instead of, because I have whenever I get up straight out of a chair or a deep seated position, I usually bend forward a lot, where you should be bending more up and pushing and shooting yourself up straight from the legs. And so with the backpack, it helps to keep my posture proper, and I'm able to go a bit faster, unless he puts the kettlebell in my hand. Then now we're back to
the same. Okay.
struggle town. But because Victor likes to level it up. He'll see that I'm pushing. Like whenever we were at the last workout, I was killing the bar. He was saying do 20 of them, and we were gonna go however many rounds. And I was like and then he put the stair stepper out there, and then he put another level on the other stair stepper. So I had to do 2 stair steppers. I had to do the kettlebell swings, then the kettlebell lifts, then the stair step on 4 levels, and then go over to the other one and do the raises with the other stair steppers on like level 2.
So a lot of functional training. He likes to mix it up. First, not to keep you bored.
Yeah.
Second, to help you keep you motivated.
Yeah.
And then he's also not just helping you physically losing weight, but also reshaping and helping you rehabilitate muscles and everything that you had in there.
Yeah, for sure. And I'll tell you that part that you were saying with the switching up the workout thing. So that's a really big part for me. I think a lot of people probably, whenever you've never had a trainer before, I never had a trainer before consistently either. Like I've had little points where I was like, okay, I'm gonna pay somebody, but I didn't have a mindset shift at that point, and I didn't understand what the full value is and the whole process of it. So here's what happens for me. When I come to my workouts, I don't have to think about anything. All I need to do is show up and do the work. Victor's going to set me up with whatever he's going to do, and he's going to keep pushing me.
He's always 10 minutes before the time, like always on the time, never late. Okay.
Best student here, right here.
Well, I try to. He values my time. I try to value his, and it's a respect thing. And time is important to respect with people. Period. Whether it's workout or anything else. So that's important to me, and I know it's important to him. And so with the workout, he switches. I can't remember the workouts because they change every single time. And like
Yes.
Victor will be standing there and he'd be like, I don't know, I got a crazy idea. I got a crazy idea. All right,
Does
let's
that make
go.
you nervous or excited?
I'm just gonna do. I'm like, all right, Victor.
Bring it.
Show me what it's gonna be, man. Like I'm not gonna argue with him. This is what I am with Victor to do. Like I'm like, look, I'm gonna pay you to do your thing, and then I gotta come and I gotta do the work. So that's the beautiful part of it. That's one of the things that takes difficulty out of it too, because I don't have to think about the workout, how many sets, how much time I have to rest in between. None of that stuff. I show up, Victor counts all that, he sets it up, he moves the weights, all that. So I gotta go station to station and perform. That helps me tremendously. Just like having my meal prep lady make 8 of my meals, that's 8 meals that I don't have to manage, so I only have to manage the difference. And so it makes it way easier for me to keep on track with everything. And so the value in it is you really can't tie that to a cost, in my opinion, because if this is a whole life thing. You're taking care of your life. Like you think about what you would spend some money on. Like say you go and spend $500 on a purse or something, or say you go spend $500, or say you spend like $200 on a really nice meal and a couple of drinks and doing stuff out one night or something like that. But you won't spend the same thing to take care of your health for a month, and then another month, and then another month. When you start looking at what you're doing for yourself and what this really does for you, is really important, because you're not living, if you're not, in my opinion, if you're not taking care of yourself in totality, you're not letting yourself achieve the highest levels of quality of life. And time is the one thing that none of us can get any more of. And so you're not maximizing the time that you have, in my opinion, either, because if you get ailments later in your life, a lot of people don't think about what's going to happen when they get older. How strong are you going to be whenever you can't produce and when you can't work out as efficiently? Like you slow down. Like Victor met this guy that was like an older guy, like 60 or 70 or something, and he looks phenomenal and he still works out, but he just doesn't lift his heavy weight. He does more reps in strict form, and so that he can keep maintaining the health that he has achieved, and that's my goal.
Well, health issues, like he not spend anything with the doctors. With all the respect to the doctors, he's completely healthy with 70 years old. He looks great. So
Yeah.
that's what we talk about. Like you will spend some money on your health with nice food and exercise and good lifestyle, or you get your 70 years old probably spending money on with the doctors. So
Or you might
feeling
not make
bad, or maybe
you
get
might
the
not
70.
make it to 70.
Yeah.
And do you feel that Victor takes care of you when you're doing your exercising the positions and guiding
Oh,
you
yeah.
through that?
Yeah. He's always making sure that I'm in the right form. He'll notice too whenever I get tired and I start to shirk the form, and then he'll cut that movement and have me shift to another one, or he might say, okay, he needs a rest, so then he'll let me rest, and maybe the rest is only supposed to be a minute, so he'll give me 2 this time because he sees that I need a little bit more. But like he's making sure that all that stuff's going on the whole time.
So you don't feel that you're getting hurt or anything like that.
No.
You feel, and now
Actually, here, come over here. I got talking about the hurt part.
Mhm.
So he had me get these supports too. So this is for my knees, to wrap my knees up so that I can not only protect my knees, but I can push more weight and protect them and keep them structured properly. And then these are for my wrists so that my wrists aren't buckling whenever I'm lifting weight. These are for my elbows.
Okay.
So that I can keep those intact, all the joints. And then I have a compression. Like I was telling you, my left, this is my compression stuff for my feet. I usually have both of these when I'm working out. I just have this one because like right here I have a strained tendon. So I'm repairing that. But I wear all of this stuff whenever for the various moves that it calls for, so that I can make sure that my body is in order. And Victor's super about making sure that we do things step by step and protected, and then also like putting the proper nutrients in your body so that you can be strong enough to perform the next time that you need to go. That's
Exactly.
the reason for the meals that I have, is so that I have enough energy to feed my body, feed the muscles, and then push.
So not
to
just
the next
removing
workout.
carbs just because, but just eating the right protein, the right amount of carbs, so
Yeah.
all of your body have the enough energy to perform correctly.
Right.
Awesome.
I thought you had to cut carbs out and all that stuff. He was like, no, actually you need to eat the right carbs because your body needs all that stuff. The muscles need that protein. The body needs these carbs. Get the energy. I don't drink coffee, but I have black tea. Like all of those things.
What about this?
So
This is good. This is like a sauna, right? When you do the workout.
that's yeah.
But the
yeah.
problem in the community, people want to use stuff like this for like a sauna for the whole body, but we can't use like that. It's just for a special part like stomach, for example, arms, legs, but not everything.
What does that do?
That'll make me sweat super heavy, and specifically in those areas. So like during the workout or right before we'll do the workout, it'll wrap me up like a burrito around here and around here and around here and around my thighs here, and then we'll do the workout there. And then like say I might be working out and I pop through it or whatever, he might rewrap me before I come home, because whenever I leave the sessions, I come and do some cardio at home on my bike in my gym. And so he'll wrap me in my midsection so that it promotes me to push all of that out.
So it's
through
helping with the fat oxidation and also taking out of the toxins on your body, right?
Yeah.
Toxins and extra water, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
It's nice.
awesome. Okay, Victor, I know that you have something for him.
Yes.
Uh-oh. See, I told you, one of those surprises, you never know.
Surprise! No, it's for your workout or for anything
thanks,
you
man.
want. Like, yeah,
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
some gift from Buenos Workout, because you deserve the best. Like, I mean, like I always telling you, you are the example for others. Like, you are awesome. You are doing great. So that's what people need to learn. How we do it.
I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
mhm.
It's really interesting to hear my name in a conversation about fitness being inspiring to somebody, because like only thing in my head is like I got appointments with Victor and I'm gonna show up and we're gonna do some work and we're just gonna keep doing it. I done told Victor several times, like, dude, I'm gonna be with you for years, so I'm just gonna keep showing up and we're just gonna keep doing work and we'll get where we go.
Awesome. Chris, thank you so much for having us. I know we're going to be seeing a lot more of you, and we are very excited on your progress. We hope that you can continue and keep motivating people, because I think that's what it takes, a change of mind so they can actually pursue a better lifestyle, which is all about what you're doing.
Blessings. You ain't gotta hope. I'm gonna see you on Tuesday.